ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream on a holiday weekend. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me redo the intro. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And tonight we're going to be talking about stock and real estate investing ideas. Is your time up? Hardly, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't even started yet, regardless of what the stock market's been doing. So we're going to talk about that and so much more. So round two, stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Just so everybody can hear me. Check, mic check. All right. Once again, thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And I put some things in the chat room already. Let me know if you saw them so far, because tonight we are talking about 15% off from Beachfront Java. Our own Professor Auntie Val has been an entrepreneur for a long time, and she and family has started a Java business. And again, it's not just any Java business. We're talking about premium whole beans, premium blends from all over the world, where some of the best coffee beans are secured. All right. So 15% off. Use the link in the chat room if you can see it. If you can't see it, well, let me know. You don't have to do anything special when you go to Beachfront Java. When you check out, it automatically puts in the 15% off, and everybody gets free shipping in the contiguous United States. That means the lower 48. Hawaii and Alaska is going to cost you more, but the rest, free shipping. All right, just keep that in mind. So once again, make sure you share the videos, and please smash the like button once again, just so the YouTube guys know that we have some people in the house. And also, don't forget to subscribe. All right, and that will tell the YouTube gods we have people in the house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me see who's in the house tonight on this fine Friday evening. Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name, and I want to thank you so much for that, Laverne Penix, also known here in this YouTube street as Mr. Cool. He's here once again, and he brings his tagline, "Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and the trailer." That's one person. Let me know, everybody, if you received the notification and or saw the trailer, because you guys know what it's like out here in the YouTube streets. They don't like giving subscribers of the Stop Struggling Now Nation the notifications. So let that be known. All right. Mo Better's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name, and he brings his tagline this evening. What's up, SSN Nation? What's up, E? What's up with you, Mo Better? Very, very happy to see you once again. And he says, we in the building. It's another day, another dollar, another way to use that dollar to invest in more assets. That's what we're talking about here. Stocks, real estate. Your time is not up, ladies and gentlemen, but how you're going to spend your time over the next few years is going to dictate the outcome 5 years, 10 years down the line. What you're putting in now over the next 2-3 years is going to matter greatly. So thank you so much again, Mo Better. I appreciate you being in the house. Jobway J is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream as well. And he says, good evening, SSN Nation, for his tagline. Hope everyone is doing well. Received notification and saw the trailer. Thank you so much for that. That is 2 people that has said that. Let's try to break the record this evening. Thank you so much, Jawway J. Thank you again for being in the house. Brian P is here tonight. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name as well. He says, can't hear you, Eric. I saw that earlier, so I had to redo it. My speaker was off. There was some bad things going on in the background. It was kind of crazy, but it's okay. It seems to be rectified at this point. Professor, aka Professor, known as her real name, Auntie Val, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. She has the icon next to her name as well. She says her tagline, good evening, fam. She brings the heart with the strength, with the support, with the cup of Java in hand. I don't have it, but it's a cup of Java. And again, remember, 15% off for SSN fam members. All you have to do is use the link. Let me see what happens in the chat room. It's not down below, ladies and gentlemen. No, you have to use the link in the chat room. So if you are watching this in replay, then you need to make sure the live chat is on because that's where the link is. All right. One of the perks of being here in the live stream. Also, we'll have more perks, but once again, there it is. You don't need to put in any code. It automatically populates when you check out. Whole beans from great places, Honduras, from Indonesia, from Africa, from Peru, Central America as well. So once again, that's where the best beans are. Just keep that in mind. And she's giving everybody 15% off and a vast array of different type of notes. I like the chocolate. Some people like the caramel. Some people like the salty. Choices, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. So once again, show some love with our own Professor Auntie Val by going over there to order up some of that awesome coffee. 5 stars so far for everyone that's tested it and tasted it. It's a great thing. And she just started off. So what better time to support an entrepreneur? And you know what? You know what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, just like everything else. These are going to be the lowest prices ever. Think about it. All right. 2 or 3 years from now, due to inflation, she's going to have to increase the price. So why not get a few bags of coffee? Not just one. How about 3 or 4 while we're at it? All right. Think about that. And there's a payment plan. That's right. If you do want to order 3 or 4 and say, hey, wait a minute, I don't want to spend $100. It's understandable. There's a payment plan with the company that she has on her website. She has merch, just like we have merch. SSN Nation members with the icon. Not today, but starting tomorrow, there'll be a special merch discount for members of the channel only when they go to Stop Struggling Now. And you know where to get that code. It's going to be under the community tab tomorrow. For 3 days, you will be able to get a special discount on some gear. So just that's out there too. And Professor Auntie Val says, got 2 announcements for the fam when you are ready. She has announcements, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. That generally means it might be a good thing. So you might want to pay attention here over the next 5 minutes. I'm ready anytime for announcements from you, Professor. Anytime you want to give the announcement, let me know. Put it in the chat, send me an email, whichever way you want to do it. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, we got to show some love, right? So let me just make sure I didn't get anything via versus email. Nope, just live. I got the notification via email. That's nice. I used to not get those, and I don't get any notifications on my other email, the right one. All right. Yes. So anytime you want to give that up. All right. Stock market, ladies and gentlemen. But first, hold on. There's more. All you silver stacker, gold stackers, all you guys who want to do the precious metals. Yeah, we got a little bit of more of this, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I'm bringing it up on the screen right now. If you came early, it's in the chat room. I'll put it in the chat room again. How would you like to win a monster box? You silver stackers, you know what those monster boxes are, don't you? How would you like to win a Silver Eagle monster box? Yeah, I know. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Here it is. SD Bullion 2023 Monster Box Sweepstakes. Enter to win, and don't be fooled by the sweepstakes. This is something that's pretty awesome. It's win a monster box of 2023 Silver Eagle coins. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big ass box. All right. This is like basically if you get Silver Eagles and this box is full, this is going to have a value of nearly $19,000 to $20,000. So the fact that they give these away every year, you could actually be a winner simply by going over here. I'll put it in the chat room. It's not going to be down below in the description, I don't believe. All you got to do is enter your email address. That's how simple this is. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. So why not go over there and get in the freebie? I mean, what more can you ask for here? Precious metals. You guys know what time it is. Might as well get them. And if somebody gets a monster box for free, hey, got to come back here in the SSN Nation and share a few of them silver coins with somebody, right? Take off one of the packs and give a few to the people that were on the live stream tonight. How about that for incentive? Only about 10 to 15 of them that's it. So that'll just take one little roll of them. You still would have 5 or 6 left. So think about that, right? So let's go over there, SSN fam. Make it happen. All right, let's go. Look who else is in the house this evening. Blade as Cana, another investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the tagline this evening. Good evening, familia. I hope everyone is doing great. Thank you so much. I hope you and your family is doing very, very well. So here we are on a Friday night. And by the way, Blade as Cana, was there any help with that finance situation? Let me know, because I haven't gotten any updates. So let me know if you were able to get any funding or financing for what you were looking for. All right. If not, we'll delve back into it over the next 3-4 days. See if I can make some magic happen as well. But numbers matter. All right. So Auntie Val, here we go. She says she has some special news. I'm anxiously awaiting this special news. So I left another something up here. 15% off Beachfront Java, the free, the Monster Box giveaway or sweepstakes. Go over there and put in your email. And then after you put in your email, it'll say, hey, give us a phone number for a second entry. Now, some of you may be saying stock and real estate investing ideas, but okay, we like assets. Is gold, silver, and precious metals an asset? It's a hedge against inflation. And the reason why I'm going to say this is very, very simple, because I have silver stackers amongst us, and I'm not a fan of really stacking and endlessly. The reason why I say that is 3 years ago, we had a silver stacker challenge. 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago now. And at the time, silver was $13.50 from APMEX. That included the premium. So 10 ounces was $135.50, by the way. All right. So here's the thing. I bought at that price. But if I now buy at $20, my dollar cost average comes up. So when somebody says it's a hedge against inflation, which my friend Yankee Stacking reminds me of, I sit there and I'm like, well, yes, I understand that, but the problem is it's went up with inflation. So since it went up with inflation, I'm buying more. My dollar cost average is increasing at the same time, and there's no circulation, which is another issue when it comes to supply and demand. So I can eat up all the supply. But if nothing's for sale, then how's the price really going to go up dramatically? And the question is, if it does go up dramatically, when do you sell? So if all of a sudden, instead of $22 an ounce, silver is all of a sudden $300 an ounce, does that mean you're going to sell? You 10x your money? Or are you going to just keep holding it indefinitely and pass it on to your family when in fact it's not earning you a dime? Or would you rather have a stock, a dividend stock, or real estate holdings that you don't even have to worry about any of that because you can make money the whole time? So I'm going to go back just to recap, just so everybody understands where I'm coming from. I'll buy let's say 1,000 ounces, $13.50. That's $135,000. All right. You guys with me, right? 1,000 ounces times $13, $135,000, right? That's almost like a condo in Dominican Republic. Hear me out. So now I spent that money. Guess what I get back in return? Nothing. But I have in my mind, it's a hedge against inflation. Okay, fair enough. But 3.5 years later, that condo that I bought, I'm making, well, I'll be conservative, 10% return annually. But then we increase the rent 20, 30%, right? So in reality, we're getting more than 10% back. But let's just say we get $15,000 per year profit. That's 45 grand. My silver, my 1,000 ounces has went up, right? $22 now. $220,000 in 3.5 years. Very nice. Beautiful. But I still have another 15,000 coming in, and my property value is 220,000 after 3.5 years. I'm doing pre-construction stuff and a few other factors, but we're almost the same, except one is liquid, which that means I get to use it, and I still have the value, and I still have profits coming in. So, and I'm not spending more money to make my dollar cost average increase either later on. So anyhow, that's all I'm going to say. Take your pick how you want to do it, but I like cash flow. All right. I can't turn around and sell my gold and silver because after I do, it's gone. All right. Let's see what anybody has to say about that one. I wasn't going to go that direction, but since I talked about the monster box, I'm waiting for the guy to call me. Okay. I thought he did. I got an email like a week ago. So anyhow, it's my man, Wilson Koo. You got to get in touch with him. All right, Brian P. Hello, Eric. I hope all is well with you, Eric. Hello, SSN family. I got the notification and video. Welcome, Brian P., to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. You were already on, and thank you so much for the intro again. He says he got the notification and trailer. That's 3 people tonight. Thank you very, very, very much. Now, this stock market, ladies and gentlemen, you see what's happening with Tesla. Laverne Penix, his favorite stock, he put the bag in there when it was down in the hundreds. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We keep track of everything. It was 106. It was that's right. You hear me. $106, $107. Just about 7-8 months ago, we were tracking it. And then we let the cat out the bag, or I did. And I said, you guys know what? I had to buy at 116, 117. Some people were like buying at 110, 108. I said, nah, I want to wait and see if it goes down. And the reason I had that point of view is if the stock starts rising, it's going to rise. But the odds of you being able to buy in under 120, once it started moving up again, is slim to none. All right. It's over 260 right now. Incredible. So everybody with the Tesla, raise the roof. I know my girl, Kathy Wood, is partying because it's well over, and she was doing her dollar cost average down. She was buying hundreds of thousands of shares when it was down in that 110, 120, 100. She said, I believe. So now it went from that to 260, ladies and gentlemen. Winning stocks and real estate investing ideas. All we can do is give you ideas right now. Dividend investing. Why not? Stocks are not at all-time highs, the dividend stocks, but the yields are higher. So if you don't understand how yields work, then let me explain. Let's just say a stock costs $10 a share today. And then let's say today you found out that you get $1.50 per share annually return. $1.50. That's 15%. So again, you bought, let's say, $1,000 worth. So, I mean, 1,000 shares. So you're going to be getting $15,000 annually for doing nothing based on their dividend at that price point today. Now, if I do what the silver stackers and the metal stackers do, when the stock price goes up, let's say it goes up to $15. Well, if the stock price goes up to $15, anything I buy at $15, because the dividend is $1.50 per year, that means now that part of my money would now be 10% annually. You see why timing matters. Is your time up? Hell no. There are stocks right now that are in that 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, even 20% range for dividends. The only question is you have to pay attention to the dividends because that's profits. Now, if it's a real estate investment trust, then they have to continue to give out those profits. That's their mandate. But if it's like an IEP, an icon group, that's IEP as in Paul, that has like a 29 to 30% dividend return, he might up and say, well, we're going to stop paying dividends. Just like Ford a few years ago used to pay 60 cents annually or 72 cents annually for their shares. And then they woke up because they were having a hard time and they said, we're not giving out any dividends anymore. AT&T for 30, 40 years was giving out dividends until the pandemic era. Then all of a sudden they cut their dividends. Right. For 50 years, no cuts, just an increase over time. Then they finally cut their dividends, which means the stock price will go down when that happens. So you have to make sure you have those alerts. All right. Some of you may be thinking right now, Eric, why don't you give us some of those stocks, right? You guys already know the normal ones. You can search the channel. Everybody knows. Let's go with, in fact, why don't I do it this way? Just so in case we have people here and they've just now seen the SSN Nation, you guys have to understand we give out facts. So let's go with ORC. This is one of the favorites over the last few years. ORC. Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, I see. All right. ORC stock. Usually the chart comes up. It's not coming up. Orchard Island Capital. What's happening? Okay. All right. This is interesting. Something has changed. This has changed. Speaking of $10, interesting. Let's see if they give me what's happening in here. Now I have to figure out the dividend yield myself. 18.55%. There you go. That's a great return, is it not? On $10.26, was it? That's what it closed at. It's after hours, already closed after hours. So on Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know what the markets look like next week, but 18.55, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad, right? Now, this is high risk right here. This is Icon. He's has a nice little portfolio. It's diversified, but for whatever reason, this is what I was looking for. I like this chart better because see, it's down to 27.56. That's incredible if there's no reduction in dividend payout. That would be incredible. If you can get 30% annually, that puts things in a whole nother ball game. But you got to be very cautious because there's a lot of people that were shorting this stock. So they're saying there's a problem. So keep that in mind if you decide to do this, right? So I'll just go to a REIT. So look at this, 5.33, 18% again for this REIT. ARR. A is in Apple, R is in Robert, ours and Robert. All right. Now you can see some over here. This is NLY. There's two, and that two is TWO. That's two harbors, but we'll go see NLY. That should be around 15 to 14%. Let's see what it is. Annual return is down to 12.99%, but that's still extremely good, right? Another sleeper that you got to really do all your research on is CIM, which I completely forgot about. And look, 12.48%. So again, this is pretty good. Now, if you want something that's a little more JP Morgan-ish, here you go with something over, oh, that's down to around 11% right now because that's up to $55. They give around $6.25. So we're talking, yeah, around 11%, let's just call it. That's JEPI, and all of you already know about JEPQ. JP Morgan is a Fed bank, and this right here is around 11.9%. But either way, 11, 11.5, 12% is a great return for JP Morgan. That's another good one, right? And this is a Marrero special. We talked about this years ago, and he brought it back up. MVO 16.76. That's an oil trust. So again, pay out, but stay on top of. Sometimes these trusts have a time frame on how long they're going to pay out dividends. So keep all of that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. Now there is something else we need to keep in mind because those are the only stocks I'm going to be talking about right now. But again, I'm trying to think. I know I have a whole list in my head. Oh, AGNC, another favorite because that keeps us around 13, 14%, 14.22 dividend at this price point of $10. You got to love this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Warren Buffett has done over 40 years. You reinvest your dividend. Now your money is making money for you. And then later on, 10 years later, 20 years later, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I only put in like thousands of dollars. And now you're getting thousands of dollars per month because they still give out dividends. And that's why he loves Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Apple, Microsoft, all these companies, even though they have a lower rate, 3% or 2%, their stock price goes up. They still pay out dividends. And those dividends for life, that is passive income, ladies and gentlemen. Your time is not up. The fact that the stock market is down, and if the stock market goes down further, because it could happen, you need to be picking up dividend stocks. Do your research, all right? Now, that's all I can tell you about. Let's see what else we got going on here in the chat room. Oh, for our real estate investing buddies, hold on a second. Larimar Resort, you need to get in touch with Gwen ASAP. The reason why I say this, the prices are going to go up in July. I don't know if it's going to be July 1st, July 4th, July 5th. You need to get in touch with him if you're thinking about investing in Punta, Cana, Dominican Republic. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. And you want to have a place at one of the best projects. I'm going to show a video here. It's going to be 5 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna bring it up. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna bring it up now because the prices go up. So congratulations to everybody that has purchased at Larimar or has it under contract right now or sent in their reservation money and said, I want to sign up at that price point. Whatever it is, it's still not too late. But 2.5% increase in prices means whether that's 2,500, whether that's $3,000, whether that's 3,500, whether that's $5,000, that is equity, ladies and gentlemen. And in their contracts, no price increase. They're one of the few projects that have zero price increase. So you're in first phase still. The price goes up every 3 months. So it's supposed to go up in July. Then it goes up July, August, September, then October, and then October, November, and then in December. And then I don't know if they're going to do it in January again or whatever. I don't know. But all I'm saying is we have equity and it's going to increase. The value is going up. If you have a 1-bedroom and you can still buy a 1-bedroom in Punta Cana for under $99,000, you should get one if you only want a 1-bedroom. If you can find a 2-bedroom for $150,000 or less, you might want to buy it. And I'm going to show you why I'm saying that. I'm referring to $150,000 or less based on the amenities at the resort. This Larimar City and Resort. So it's not just a condominium project that I'm referring to at this 100. I can go out and find $150,000 or less 2-bedroom condo in Punta Cana. That's not hard, but I just don't want a pool and a fitness center and secure gates. I don't want that. We want more than that, right, ladies and gentlemen? Don't you want more? Because if you're going to rent it out, you want a place that's iconic. You want a place where people are going to be taking photos, going to be on Instagram, going to be on social media. This is where we're staying. That's what you want. All right. You don't want just, nobody shows where they're staying at the condo that's just a pool and a fitness center, right? Sure. People will sit by the pool saying we're in Dominican Republic, for instance. That's fine. But you want to be at that hyped place where there's beach clubs, right? You want to be where there's casino, where there's wellness center, spa, where there's lakes, right? That's where you want to be at, pools. So I'm going to play a video here shortly. Let me see if I can find the new music for me. Let's see here. I blew it. Okay. I don't know which one this is. Okay, we'll do it this one because I took one of these videos, I edited. Uh-oh, what is this? Doesn't work. Uh-oh, we have a problem. I won't be able to play the video. All right. But again, the point is, you want a place that you don't have to leave, right? I'm hoping you say yes. You want supermarkets, you want mini marts, you want golf courses, you want sports complex with basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, pickleball. If they're going to have pickleball, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, isn't that the type of place that you want to hang out at? And they have beach clubs. I mentioned that before. Owner has their own beach club. Owners can go down to where they're going to have where people can pay to go into another section of this, get this, 3-kilometer boardwalk. This is Larimar I'm talking about. The prices are going to go up. They're still undervalued. Right now in downtown Punta Cana and Vista Cana, 2-bedroom units are now approaching $200,000. There's a place called Chukum Lagoon. Chukum, like Tulum, Chukum Lagoon inside Vista Cana. Their 2 bedrooms are over $200,000. The best deal you're going to be getting right now inside Vista Cana is at Riviera Castagna that has amenities and inside their gated area. That's going to be one of the best deals you're going to get. Let's see what's happening here. This is bad. This is going to be one of the best areas you're going to get. Riviera Castagna. Bar. Mini golf. Pools. Co-working spaces. Business center. I mean, it's got a lot of things. Search the channel. Well, this has already started, so you can check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you go. After today, the price is going to, well, sometime this week, price is going to escalate. So think about it. Don't miss out on this train. There's so much more here that you guys should understand about this. This is a beautiful project. They have golf course, 18 hole, lots, 105,000, 450 square meters. You have to build your home, though, by 2025, September 2025. That's one of the caveats if you buy. But you're on the golf course with water. It's awesome. So those are some of the things you have to think about. So just to give you an idea, in the prime towers, they have one-bedroom units that are $92,000, $94,000. No credit check, no qualifying. Put 10% down, pay 40% over the next 2.5 years. Then you have two bedrooms. I don't know the prices. They're like 140, 145, 150, depending on what floor you're on, 135. They have still some units left in the prime towers. 80% of prime tower 1 and 2 is sold out. 3 as well is over 60, 70%. Tower 4 just became open. That's probably 40% booked up. So prices in all the towers go up 2.5% sometime in the next, probably either the next 3 or 4 days. So I wouldn't wait too long. Down below in the description, make sure you get in touch with Gwen. Tell him you're from the SSN Nation. Let me see if I even have Gwen's information here. Oh, it's not even in the, hold on a second. I'm going to have to go pull it up. I'm going to put it in the chat room. Hit him up by what on WhatsApp. All right. So I'm going to have to add this. I didn't realize I didn't have it. Larimar. I'm going to have to put this in. Let's see. No, it's not in the description below the video. We'll have to rectify that situation here quickly. So buy at Larimar. Here is Gwen's WhatsApp. That's right. Gwen is French. So go call Gwen. Tell him I want to know the latest because you don't want to pay 2.5% more, do you? They have penthouse units too. Penthouse units, $324,000 for 1,900 square foot penthouse with a 1,000 square foot balconies, 500 square foot on each level of the penthouse. It's crazy. That's over 500 square feet. All right. That's huge. And they are on the 15th floor. Very nice. So this is Gwen's phone number that you can see down below in the chat room. And I also added it below the video. Buy at Larimar. I have some other information down there about the casino that's coming out. That's going to be down there. Plus, I have other projects I've included as well. If you want to do something inside Vista Cana, then you're going to have to get in touch with Nestor Left Field. You can see him, get his information as well. So there it is. Refresh the page down below the video in the description box. You'll see Larimar. And actually, some of you have missed some other things. And look here what's happening. Let me go down here and look. It looks like Jobway J has joined the membership family. He has the icon next to his name. So I humbly appreciate you becoming a member and supporting the channel financially. Jobway J, an investor as well. Like I mentioned before, he has property in the Dominican Republic. He's making things happen because the prices are starting to go up and it's not even high season. Can you believe this? Like I said, there's some projects coming out. 2-bedroom units are all over $200,000. That's how crazy this is getting. So keep in mind, you can still get in projects right now. They have something in Vista Cana that's crazy, Sabana. It's $196,000. It's in the equestrian residences. It's Sabana and equestrian residences, condos and villas, or villas and condos now. They have condos that are $196,000, $205,000. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's in the equestrian center, and they have their own security gates. They have a place where you can hold stables for horses. Equestrian always means upscale. And they have their own restaurant. Well, not restaurant, little cafe, bar, pools, their own little clubhouse. Very nice 2 levels that they're going to have. So once again, that's what's going down here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, I showed you Larimar, but I made something that's on social media. I'm about to show you this. This is 3 minutes. So check this out. This is some of the newer renderings for what's happening at Larimar. It's another video. This one, check it out. Again, the month of July, and every 3 months, they're going to start increasing the prices 2.5%. I'm very skeptical on this 2.5%. The reason why I say that is because traditionally in their first phase, when it first started, I could buy a 1-bedroom, let's say $89,500, no matter which floor I was on. They still haven't adopted really the higher the floor that they're increasing the price like $1,000 or $2,000 like a lot of places do. So this is why some of the buildings prices may vary, because in some of the buildings, when they get up to 80, 90%, they start increasing the price on the different levels. So that's why I'm saying I'm a little skeptical of it just being 2.5%, because they might adopt when the building gets 90%, all of a sudden they start saying, well, 10th floor is, let's say, 165,000, but the 3rd floor is 145,000. So that's what I'm getting at. So don't delay, but check out this latest video as well. In case you didn't see it on social media, let me know what you think about this, ladies and gentlemen. ladies and gentlemen, that's my Larimar spiel. We have several members of the SSN Nation that own in Larimar. I'm also a proud owner there as well. So you know I'm hyped because you see that boardwalk. The first phase, the end of 2025, they're going to have a half a kilometer, 0.6 of a kilometer of that boardwalk is going to be done. Can you believe that? If they pull this off, this is going to be spectacular, especially if you can actually see the water from being in that boardwalk area. Never mind if you're up 10 floors or 8 floors or whatever. If you can see it from that, that would be spectacular in itself, being able to see part of the ocean on the horizon, but definitely downtown and oversee Punta Cana in that area. But that would be spectacular, right? No credit check, no qualifying, nobody's stopping you. All you need is your ID, passport, something, and you fill out a form, know your customer. So, you got to fill out your information, address, and things like that. And then you put down 1,000, 2,000 deposit to say, yes, I want this unit. And then within 30 days or 30 to 45 days, you send in the rest of 10% down. So I'll give an example. If it's $100,000, you say, I think it's still reserved 1,000. So you tell them, hey, I want unit 1110. You send them $1,000 to reserve. Then they're going to send you a contract. Then you're going to have your lawyer, our lawyer, Johan Confidante. I suggest you get a lawyer to check it out. But again, you don't have to, but I recommend. And then Johan Confidante, his information is not down below, but I guess I'm going to have to provide it now that I'm talking about it. He's the premier attorney in the DR. So let me put his info down below. In fact, I'll put his WhatsApp down below. Let him know you're from SSN Nation. All right. So that way you get a small discount when you use his services, because lawyers are the ones that ultimately transfer title. So here is Johan's information in the chat room, and that's his WhatsApp. So give him a call. I'm going to have to add that now in case somebody sees a replay, because I wasn't going to go this route, because we're talking about real estate investing. It's still not too late. Your time is not up. In fact, whether you want to buy anywhere in the world, your time is not up. All right. Because we are at a low point. And the reason I say a low point, some of you may say, Eric, the prices aren't that low. Well, the reason I'm saying this is when the Federal Reserve starts reducing the interest rate later this year, and once they reduce interest rates, people will buy at a higher price because it costs them less on a monthly basis. And there's going to be a swing, because I believe that 40-year mortgages are going to become a thing. That's what I believe is going to happen. And that's very scary. I mean, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. You're only 20 years old. How many people would buy a home when they're 20 years old? There are a few people that do that, but generally you're trying to handle business. You're sitting around saying, you know what, let me go to school, or let me get my education in this field. And it takes time, and you're not going to be able to afford a house that costs $500,000-$600,000, right? So the thing is, they're going to turn it into 40 years, just what they do with the $200,000 cars, $300,000 cars. They'll have a program where, oh, you can't afford to buy the car or the house, so we're going to lease it to you for 4 years or 3 years or 5 years. They're going to come up with all these plans, just like they do with cars. They'll say, oh, don't worry about it. You can't afford the $5,000 or $7,000 per month. No worries. You can lease it from us for $3,000, $3,500, but you're going to have to put down 10%. And then at the end of that lease, they might go with maybe you can buy it then at a discounted rate, just like they do them, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and all that. And same rules are going to apply. But the scary part is, can you imagine getting a 40-year note? You're like 25, 30 years old, getting established. You're able to afford, because you're going to have to make 6 figures. And then for 40 years, most people would do that note. Some people would say, okay, I'm going to sell my house, but then you're going to have to sell into a market that's basically going to go up and up and up. So that's what I believe is going to happen. We're going to find out if I'm a fortune teller, but so far I have not been that far off with any of the real estate situations, except this housing situation where I could have sworn we still haven't got to that 40, 50, 60% off. I'm a little upset about it. But right now, prices have started to ease a little bit, which is fine, but we still haven't seen the 40, 50, 60% drop. Somewhere between 40 and 60 is where I'm predicting this should have landed. We are going to be in July. So at the end of July, this is going to be very interesting because that's where my cutoff was originally. At the end of July, now you start looking for something August or September after school. So sometime between August, September into the end of December. When you hit that button at the December time, I think they're going to do it, reduce interest rates. That's when things are going to change. And all of what I'm saying has come online, that 40-year loan, which is scary as hell. 30 is a long time, but 40 is going to be a new norm, I believe. So anyhow, I put down Johan's number down below in the description below the video in case you want to get in touch with him. In case you're buying anything in the Dominican Republic, you should get in touch with him. Let him know you're from SSN Nation, so he takes care of you. Get a little bit of discount on his normal pricing, so that helps out greatly. You can see some of the SSN Nation and Johan. He's been on the channel before, so that's going to be helpful. So you'll see how he is, and he's on WhatsApp, so that's also down in the description box. Now I have a little problem because I hope people see me on all the outlets. It doesn't appear that I'm on every platform today. That's pretty weird. All right, now let's talk about it. We've been in this for about an hour. Make sure you smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. That would be greatly appreciated because the YouTube gods show no love. Now, stock and real estate investing ideas, you don't have to be let's just say pointed in the direction of condos or villas, because you can do other type of investing. Because even if you want to do stock investing, who says you have to go to the stock market to invest? Sometimes you can do the IPOs, but that's very risky, right? So that's another option for you. But why not look into buying a profitable business or becoming a partner within a profitable business? Partners get paid, All right. Partners still get money. So that might be an option for your money as well, depending on what rate of return that you want. Real estate investing ideas could turn into take your pick. What do you want to do? If somebody would have said, hey, I'm going to go do something in Austin, Texas about 15 years ago. There was hardly any, it was just a normal city. But once it started gaining momentum, if you would have bought a house for $200,000, that house would be worth $700,000, $800,000 right now. If you started a business there and then all of a sudden they added an extra 150,000 citizens, your business would grow because you would have new customers entering the marketplace that you didn't have to do a cost of acquisition for. So that's why real estate is more than just real estate. Most of you look at McDonald's. Think about when you go out there at McDonald's and you're seeing them on every corner, seemingly. I don't look at McDonald's like a food business. I look at McDonald's like a real estate business. They are picking the exact location where they optimize their customers. And generally, they'll have a lease. They don't want to buy it because they understand that there's a curve. So when you come into a new market area and the city is booming and growing, you establish your location. While it's growing, you're growing with them. And now you have people stopping in all the time. The question is, after you reach a certain peak on your curve, will the customers still continue to come? Oftentimes they say, I got to go because we don't have the same amount of customers, or I'm going to sell to somebody this unit, make it a franchise. They have all type of different programs that they do, but they, to me, are a real estate company, somewhat like Chipotle, because they can fit in these little locations and have a high rate of return. So these are the type of things that you can do it yourself. You don't have to let the big boys do this. You can do it yourself. So right now in all these areas, like wherever there's building going on, all right, you could actually start your own business there while it's growing. And by the way, we're going to have in Punta Cana and everywhere, they have office space, retail space that you can buy. And the buying price is only like $100,000, $150,000. You own it. So that means you can lease it out. You can run your own business. Hell, you guys saw Larimar. Larimar by the water is going to have businesses on the beach club, on the boardwalk. They're going to have little business and shops. That means you can lease it from them, though. They won't sell their units because they want to control it. They want to control who comes in. But I'm just saying, downtown, there's a new project that came out, Central Park, you can buy there. At Vista Cana at the entrance, there's a business center there, you can buy there. All of these places you can own, and for the rest of your life, you can rent it out for businesses, and you have something that's up and coming. So you're in an up and coming real estate area for business, for tourists, for visitors, for people that live there. That's what you want. You want to ride those coattails, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do real estate investing. Just like the old adage when people say, hey, I went down to the planning department and I found out that 5 miles outside of town in 2027, there's going to be a mall out there. Well, then, even though a mall's not a thing anymore, really, but they're going to have an auto zone, not the auto zone, but the auto circle, right? Where they have all the car dealerships or whatever. They're going to have something out there. You could actually buy, then you start going, well, hey, the big boys are out there buying up lots, acreage, land, doing whatever. You should be out there too. That's how we do this. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, you want to always figure out how do you stay ahead. That's what you have to do. Just a little bit of research, just a little bit of time. Just go with what you love. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. It's Friday night. I don't know. Is this a holiday weekend? Let me know. Let me know if this is a holiday weekend. I don't even know if Monday is a holiday because the 4th is actually Tuesday. So how are they doing it this year? This is one of the rare years. Is it the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then the 4th you're off? I wouldn't know, ladies and gentlemen, because I have never really had to look at a calendar because I've been fortunate enough to pretty much just go where I want, whatever time frames. So I never really had to look at a calendar and go, it's a holiday. That never meant anything for the last 20, 30 years. Now, when I worked for somebody, yes, I would know the dates for holidays. All right. But for me now, I don't know the dates. So let me know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, will we have anything you want to talk about? As a member of the channel, you can always join me on any live stream. Under the community tab, there's a link, just so you know. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have live streams. Nestor's probably going to be on next week. We're going to be talking about Juanillo Hills and Cap Cana, which, by the way, their 1-bedroom units are costing $229,000. Now, Cap Cana is a 5-star hotels, AAA, 3-diamond hotels, celebrity chefs. Hey, somewhat that's going to be at Larimar, right? All of that is at Cap Cana, plus it's its own community. So again, 1-bedrooms, $229,000. Oh, and so far, it's on the golf course. All right, it's going to be on the golf course. That's true. But as far as all the other amenities, yeah, there's going to be a pool. There's going to be a fitness center. Yes, it's going to be a pet park, but there's not going to be the stuff that's going on at Larimar. It's not going to be the stuff going on at Vista Cana. All right, not even going to be the stuff that's happening in Oceana and El Cordacito. Not going to be even the stuff that's happening at Atlantida. All right, but a 1-bedroom is $229,000 in Cap Cana, which the values in Cap Cana are a little higher. But this just gives everybody, if it's $229,000 in Cap Cana for a 1-bedroom, sooner or later, the rest of Punta Cana area catches up. When's that going to be? Who knows? But my feeling is it's going to catch up in about a year. One bedrooms right now, you can still get a one bedroom for 99,000 at 7 Palm. That's across the street from the second beach inside Vista Cana. You can also get a one bedroom for 94,000 at Larimar with all the amenities. But after Larimar's building about 2.5 years, the first phase, I highly doubt that you'll be able to get a one bedroom for under 150, 170. I don't see how that's possible. We will find out though. If they're already costing out at Cap Cana, yes, Cap Cana's up there, but Larimar, watch and see what happens. They're going to have 5-star, 3-diamond, AAA rated hotels at Larimar too. They're going to have up to 6 on the boardwalk. They plan on having 1 or 2 open in the first phase at the end of December 2025. That's incredible. Sports complex, incredible, done. Vista Cana also will be, all their units should be on board by 2025. There's some units coming online this year. A lot more. Panorama Lake should be coming online sometime this year, I would think. Panorama Garden, Panorama Park, that should be sometime next year. The Wave, 2024, I think, should be coming in. Maybe Laverne Penix will let us know. That should be sometime about a year from now. All right. Cana Rock, sometime in about a year and a half from now. I'm thinking some more of those units are going to be coming on board. So mega stuff. The beach, more of their units would be on board. Downtown Punta Cana, some more units. Central Park, people are probably going to be living there in a year, year and a half. So all these projects that are going to come up that have their own little special arrangements, they're going to be online, and it's not going to be cheap to buy anything then at those locations. So that's the real estate game in a nutshell. It doesn't have to be Dominican Republic. It could be Thailand. It could be Philippines. It could be Belize. It could be Costa Rica. It could be Peru, Ecuador. But it's up to you, the value. It's up to you what you're trying to do. Not everybody's trying to live in the place. Not everybody's trying to be a renter. Not everybody's trying to do like a short-term rental. People have different reasons for buying, so it has to match what your investment program is. All right. So let me know what you guys think, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm waiting. Comments down below. And for Auntie Val, I don't know if I have a little problem because I haven't seen her what she said, that she had these 2 announcements. I haven't heard about the 2 announcements. So that's strange. So, and I don't see any comments in the comments section. So maybe I have a little problem here tonight. I'm still on, it appears, but there's something weird that's happening in the background. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Pre-construction is all over the world. All right. In fact, there's what do you call that? Dubai. Dubai is selling condos now. Everywhere in the world is open for sale right now. Everywhere. Cancun Peninsula, or the I call it Cancun. Cancun Peninsula, that is even up for sale. Tulum, all over the place. Cancun, they're all selling condos. Los Cabos, condos. I mean, all over Mexico, condos. I mean, it's out of control. Peru, Ecuador, Brazil, out of control. Costa Rica, Belize, out of control. Panama, out of control. I'm just like, everybody is for sale. There's only a limited number of people in the world that are consumer nations. So we're talking about Canada, America, European countries generally. You have some people in South America, Australia, there's India, and Middle East, North Africa. So those are consumer nations. They come and buy up stuff because they have a lot of disposable income. And the world's on sale right now, pre-construction wise. So it doesn't have to be just here. But the reason why I talk Dominican Republic is because I feel a little responsibility, right? This is the SSN Nation. We want people to win, not in 10 years or 15 years. We want people to win in 2 years, 3 years on delivery. So no matter what I think about any of the projects, everybody wins. So I don't like the beach's contract, but everybody that bought at the beach, they have doubled 100% all units cost 100% more than what they bought them for. Cruise on Land, I don't like their contract, but their project, the properties are so cheap in Dominican Republic. Cruise on Land, I mean, we're talking $60,000 for a studio, and that's cheap. You're talking about like a 2-bedroom for 130,000, somewhere in there right now. That's cheap. So they still have inexpensive properties, and they have amenities at Cruise on Land. So all these places, Vista Cana, Riviera Castagna, you can get a 2-bedroom at like 1,000 square feet. That's 2-bedroom, 2.5 baths, balcony, 178,000. They're still in first phase pricing. And they have amenities. Like I said, mini golf, sports court, bar, a bar by the pool, a cafe and bar, business center, co-working spaces. Kids even have like a video game room. They actually have a game room. They have a clubhouse, mini golf, walking trail. I mean, come on. That's all within their gates, inside the gated community of Vista Cana. And you still have the two man-made beaches, the fishing lake. I mean, Jesus, the 9-hole golf course, which does cost. You still have the sports complex that also has a sports bar and grill, soccer fields. I mean, skate park. I mean, all this is going on. You can imagine what's happening. All right. So you have an opportunity there, and you have an opportunity around the rest of the world. So let's go. Eric. Hey, Eric. 10,000. Should I pay off a car or do I invest it? I can't. Okay, I'll give you my opinion, but it's varied. It's just not a simple answer. So the question is, okay, I don't know if you want to give me the information. If not, that's fine. The question is, how much do you owe on your car monthly, and what's the interest rate? In other words, okay, let me put it to you another way. $10,000 equals roughly $100. You can get $150 a month by getting a dividend stock, right? I mean, that's at 15%, let's say. 12%, that means $1,200 a year, which means $100 a month. So that's not going to help you on that front. If it's $732 a month is the average monthly payment for a car right now, ladies and gentlemen. So his might not be the same. But once again, it depends on how you're funding the car payment. Because if you're using passive income to fund the car payment, then the $10,000, I would put in an investment. But if you're just using it from your job and things like that, then okay, you could turn around and there's something to be said that pay off your car. And then that $489, does that turn into, because I see it right here, he says it's $489. And here's what it is, $10,000 to pay it off my car, or should I just invest? And he says it's $489. Then he says it's 6%, which is not that bad. All right. So it's up to however you want it, the way you look at it. I look at, if you paid it off, what can you do with the 500? Or if you invest it, are you investing in something that gives you a return on your money? That's the ultimate thing. So there's a give and take, because you can't get $489 from a $10,000 investment at this point. You can't get $489 a month. In other words, what I'm saying is you can't get $5,000 back from 50% return. Run. That would be a scam. All right. Because that generally doesn't happen. So it might be worthwhile to say, okay, let me pay off my car. All right. So that way you have no car note. And that $489, you could use that for something else. Or every 2 months, that's $1,000. So it's kind of like, I can't really advise you because it all depends on what you're trying to do. The second phase is, if $10,000 brought in $500 per month, that might make sense. And if you're saying, hey, well, I can put $10,000 down, and for instance, put $10,000 down and get a 1-bedroom at Larimar, I mean, that's what, but now you don't have any return on your money at that point, because you're going to have a monthly payment, because you're going to have to put down, you're going to have to pay like $1,000 per month, because you're going to have 2.5 years. You're going to owe like 40%. That's 40 grand. So yeah, you'll be at over 1,100-1,200 a month. So that doesn't do you any good that way. And if you want to buy, let's say at Cruise on Land, $6,000 down, and then you have like a $600 a month payment for a studio, that's another expense that you would have. And sure, you would have $4,000 that you can pay towards your car, but it wouldn't be paid off. So there's a bunch of variables. There's no right or wrong. It's just that in this case, you may consider using the money to pay the car off and have no car payment, which frees up almost $500 per month. That also might change your insurance situation as well, maybe a little bit lower, which might free up an extra 20-30 bucks. So you might be at that $500 that you could put towards something else. So it's up to you in reality. There's no right or wrong. Just depends on what your outlook is. All right. So that's the way I look at it. All right. Because I don't want to get you, because if you use the 10,000 and it doesn't give you anything back, and then you invest in it and now it brings on another bill, then it's not really worth that. You don't want to really bring on another bill. That's the way I look at it, unless it's funding that other bill. So just keep that in mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys are thinking, but don't forget, smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. And also, you could be like Jawway J, who earlier signed up to become a member of the channel. So I want to thank him once again for becoming a member with the icon. That also gets him on Wednesday night live streams. Only members with the icon can be in the chat room, and all members with icons can join me on the screen. How does that happen? Because they get the link under the community tab every time we do a live stream. They also get 1 or 2 videos per month. They get special messages on the community tab as well. So once again, there you go. Oh, and by the way, members with the icon, you will have a discount on SSN Nation gear for the next 3-4 days. And it starts tomorrow at noon. There'll be the code will be listed under the community tab, and you will be able to find out that code for a very nice July 4th discounted price for gear. All right. So let me know what you guys are thinking. And you know what this means. We haven't done any SSN lifestyle. So let me do, let's see here. What haven't I played? I think I'm going to have to get some more of these going, even though I have like 13 of them. Let's go with this one here. Why not? All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Check this out. Come on, come on. Gentlemen, look here. It's July 1st tomorrow. Can you believe it? Time has flown by. You did see New Year's Eve, New York. Here is the play that I've mentioned several times before. You don't need to hassle with getting into the bullpen at 11 a.m. in the morning to try and be down there around 44th, 45th. Forget about that. You could be chilling at Majestic Cafe with Bill and family there. Just pay the $100 for you and your significant other. You'll get your one champagne bottle. You'll have a nice seat in the cozy, warm cafe. Music will be playing. Upstairs is the DJ if you want to go up there and hang out. And you could be there 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or go the day before, get your tickets and sit. You have a bathroom, you have food because it's a cafe. They have the great food. You can eat, drink, be merry at 4 or 5 o'clock in the day with other party goers. And you don't have to be in the 28, 25, 20-degree weather. And 15 minutes before they drop the ball, guess what? You are led out into the bullpen. The police are right there and escort you right out before they drop the ball. And then you can freeze your ass off all you want to. And then after it's all over, guess what? I get to come back in the nice confines. So go see Bill, go see the guys at Majestic Cafe, and show up a day before. If you're there the day before, then go down and get your pass. I don't know how they have it set up right now, but you should be able to get a pass or paper, because once it gets around 1 or 2 in the day, you're already blocked off at 50th Ave. So the police, they won't let you come down or come across. They're going to block you off unless you have some sort of paperwork, right? So that's the only way you're going to be able to get down there after it starts getting afternoon. And then if you try to show up at 7 or 8 at night, you're going to need some papers. All right. So just keep that in mind. Go the day before, get your papers, give Bill his money. $100 is nothing. Or you can sit out in the bullpen. And because what happens when people are in the bullpen, it's not nice. There's no bathrooms. People come into the cafe while they're in the bullpen and say, hey, can we use your restroom? He's been a nice guy, and he always lets people come in and use the restroom. But then they have to go out, and now they're out there for another 3, 4, 5 hours potentially. I mean, that's crazy to me. So that's not the only place. I just like Bill. He's a nice guy. His family's nice. So let him know. Eric said, hey, go check him out. He said, Eric, this is where Eric party's at. This is where it's a great place to hang out. It's just chill. It's just a normal cafe. So hang out with him. He's a nice guy. The family's nice. They treat people nice with respect. So go down there, ladies and gentlemen. That's your New Year's Eve. And you might want to start making your reservations early because, hey, sometimes they start redoing the prices. Hey, Eric, I got my first dividend coming from PSEC. Congratulations, Brian P. That's about a 10% annual return, because if you've purchased over the last 20 to 30 days, or if not, it would have to be more than that because they have an ex-dividend date. So, yeah, that's exciting. I love to hear that. In fact, let me go to... Let's see here. This is where AGNC stock is. So this is where we'll go back into stock market. I forgot about PSEC. That wasn't on the original list. Look at this. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The stock price has dropped. So that means 11.61%. So again, I'm going to go back a month and over the last month. So he would have had to sign up. So it was 6. So, okay. So he's getting over 11%. Annual return, because he would have had to do it over a month ago. So let me go back. Let's go back a few. He said he got his first. So he would have signed up in probably at the end of April or in May. Yeah, your ex-dividend would have been in May. First payout then has to be in June. So yeah, that's about right. In fact, the dividend came out like a week ago, right? I think they come out usually at the end of the month. So yeah, so you would have had to be like May 15th, somewhere in there. Then they would pay the next month. Yeah. Great. Excellent. Good job, Brian P. Good job. So he's getting about 11%, ladies and gentlemen, on his money right now. And actually, it's up to, what's that number? It's up to 11.6. So anybody who invests even right now, it's 11.6 because $6.20. So if the price goes below 6, wow, this is like 2021 pricing almost. In 2021, some of us are still getting 15% return on our money, because in 2021, this was like $4.85. Something, I think that's what it was. $4.85, $5, somewhere in there. 15% from 2 years ago. How crazy is that? That's what I'm talking about. So when you have these situations where you can earn 12%, 11.6, 13, 15, 18%, whatever you put in now, that's what it's going to earn as long as they keep giving out dividends. That's why this is so special. In fact, I need to go look at something while we're over here, because Maine, let me see what Maine's doing. 40, it's at 6.89%. Okay, had to go look at that. Wanted to see what that's doing. And I'm trying to think if there, I left out a lot tonight. There's probably some more, but there you go. Okay. Here we go. You're not seeing my chat. No, I'm not. In fact, I can't see your chat. If, okay, here's the thing. In the chat room, nobody can put links. So if you're trying to put a link, I can't see it. But I should be able to see everything else. But if there's a link involved, I can't see the link. So you'd have to email it to me at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. That's the only way I'd be able to see, or the information. Well, I don't know. You should be able to put information in there. That's the crazy part. All right. Now, I'm going to give you guys a preview of something, because we're talking about real estate investing. I just want to give you guys an idea. Juanillo Hills in Cap Cana, this is how popular Cap Cana is, came out literally probably 3 days ago. All right. So we were on Wednesday night. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, 3 days ago. I'm about to show you the price list and what's left. 3 days. All right. 3 days. This is insane. 3 days. Wait till you see this. This is how serious things are going on over here. This is how serious it is. I'm going to get some more of that stock. Brian P., congratulations. Auntie Val, no link. I don't know why. That's weird. You should be able to leave whatever you want in there. Yeah, it's been acting weird tonight with the chat, because I can't see. There's, depending on where you're from, it's not showing me. Like if you're on Twitter, Facebook, it's seeming like I can't tell if it's not showing the chat for those platforms. So if you're on one of those platforms, I think there's no, but I saw earlier, I saw this. So that's weird that you can't leave anything. Yeah, that's strange. Well, just send me an email and then I can drop it in the chat. All right. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Brian P. making it happen. He's saying, hey, I'm going to get me some more of that stock. Okay. Well, Brian P., don't sleep on other ones. Remember, you got Jeppy out there from JP Morgan, although, and JP Morgan is one of the big time banks. So keep that in mind. So here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go find, look, we're talking about Juanillo Hills. I'm baffled why she can't put things in the chat room. That's kind of disturbing, quite frankly. All right, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Let me see if I can, let's go here. I don't want to do none of that. Here we go. Can I get this a lot bigger? Here we go. All right. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 2-bedroom on the bottom floor, 1,430 square feet. It is $395,000. Remember last Wednesday when we were talking about Serenissima residences, which are condos? Remember they're around $300 a square meter, or square foot, actually. This is pretty close. It's a little over 300 a square foot. This is on the first. Well, actually, I don't know if this is on the first level or not, because I don't know their numbers. But all I'm saying is, because there's no terrace or anything, so it's probably not first level. But 395,000. That's crazy. But look how many is reserved already. They have a terrace of damn near, 700 square feet. Those are huge. These are huge. Here's something for 239,000. Here's a 1-bedroom, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys see this? It's 696 square feet, which is pretty nice. 700 square feet is a nice size, but a freaking, oh no, that's total. That's not a terrace. Here's the terrace. That's not terrace. I was getting ready to say that would have been a huge terrace. I was mistaken. These are not terraces up here. So 239 for a 1-bedroom, 395 for a 2-bedroom, 1,337 square feet. That's it. You could buy yourself a penthouse at Larimar for less. And it's bigger, by the way. They're 1,900 square feet. And you have a terrace that's 1,000 square feet at Larimar, even though it's not Cap Cana, though. This is in Cap Cana, and it's by Noval Properties, one of the premier builders there. They're building Atlantida. They built Ocean Bay. They built Ocean. They're building Oceana. These guys make big time projects. The lagoon across at Vista Cana, they're across from the beach. They have their lagoon residences. They are big time. But guess what else is big time? The builders of Larimar, they actually helped Noval, like at Atlantida, build the structure. All right, just so you guys know, that's what the pedigree is. Look at this, though. Look at this 2-bedroom with a mezzanine, $485,000, 1,600 square feet with a 315 square foot terrace. Can you believe that? That gives them a total of 1920. These are already, you can buy a penthouse at Horizon View inside Larimar that is 481,000. That also has like a 900 square foot terrace, and it's around 1,875 square feet interior. And you're on top of the building with all kind of amenities downstairs. They're going to have their own like fitness center, their own pools and spa in this place. One of the national sales director who came on, Danny Malky, check that video out at Larimar. He said Horizon View is going to be the jewel of Larimar. And their 2 bedrooms are $233,000, just to give you guys an idea. So here you have 1-bedrooms. Juanillo Hills is in Cap Cana. So there is a big difference, right? Right now, there's a big difference. So I'm just giving you guys, look at all these ones that's reserved, though. This is crazy. People are saying, I'll take it. 400 grand, 300 grand. I'll take it. Look at this. This is incredible. This is the short list. Here is something here. I don't know what this means, but they are the ones that have terraces. These are $439,000. 1,279 square feet, 264 square foot terraces. So bang for your buck is at Larimar. Now, I might try to see if I can find something. What I don't have is their brochure. I don't have the brochure yet, so I can't help you with that, ladies and gentlemen. But therein lies the thing. Here we go. Blaze Escona says, I wrote in the chat too. Yeah, there's something going on with my chat, apparently. I have some of that too. Very good job, Brian P. Very well done. I saw the project from property and didn't like because it doesn't have amenities. It only has a pool and a gym. That's it. Blade Ascona, thank you so much for mentioning it, because I was about to say amenities are non-existent within the project. It's hilarious. They have a swimming pool. Yes. It's on a golf course. Yes. But there's nothing else other than the amenities at Cana, but that's just walking to the beach. If you go to a golf course, no matter if you're in Larimar, no matter if you're in Vista Cana, no matter if you're in El Cortocito, you have to pay to go golfing. So yeah, you can say it's kind of an amenity, but you always have to pay. They have polo, equestrian center, just like Vista Cana. Horseback riding, same thing. But once again, we pay for those services. No man-made beaches, no boardwalk, no pools. There's a casino in Cap Cana. Okay. There's a casino at Cruise on Land. There's a casino at Larimar too. They're shopping, but they're shopping everywhere. I agree with you. When we start investing, this property will go up because it's in Cap Cana. But you yourself have to determine, do you want to spend, what is it, $395 for a 2-bedroom or $400,000 for a 2-bedroom? Or do you want to get something nicer and bigger for that same type of money? And it may not appreciate as much as in Cap Cana, even with nothing else going on hardly other than the community of Cap Cana. World famous Juanillo Beach is in Cap Cana. 5-diamond or 3-diamond AAA rated hotels are in Cap Cana. 5-star hotels are in Cap Cana. So they have their own little skate park, right? Buggies, man-made blue hole. They have all this stuff, shopping, but all that is, you have that everywhere. But what else do they have? Nothing, like Blade Ascana said. For the price, you could be sitting at Vista Cana, actually any of the projects, Atlantida, even the beach now, that is passed. You can no longer get a 4-bedroom penthouse at the beach for $350,000 or $400,000 or $500,000 because they're selling theirs for $700,000. The beach is downtown, just so you guys understand. So when somebody starts saying, this is what I tried to let people know, somebody would say that is buying at Cap Cana, they'll give me this routine about, Eric, it's in Cap Cana. There's no way that you're going to be able to get this value anywhere else because downtown, they don't have any place that sells for this. And I say, okay, that's not the way you should be thinking. You should be thinking about amenities, just like Blade Ascana said. That's what you should be thinking about. So the question is, one day we had someone say, Larimar Cruise on Land is way out of town. The property values aren't going to be that high, Eric. I'm saying pay attention because what's going to end up happening is just what's happening here at Cap Cana. Notice how Cap Cana cost a lot of money and does not have that many amenities at the project, and not really that many amenities, period. They have amenities, but you have to pay, right? For most part. But you stay at Larimar, Cruise on Land, Vista Cana, potentially the beach, Primavera properties, you got sports courts, you have restaurants, you have bars, you have man-made beaches, you have pools, you have everything, casinos, you have shopping centers, you have everything. But you're only paying half of the price right now. See us in 3 years. And yes, the Cap Cana project, these units will be double. But at the same time, your unit will be double too. It's just not, you're not going to be double from 400,000 to 800,000. You might be double from 150,000 to 300,000. It's all relative, but it's still the same percentage. So keep that in mind. All right. But Blade, you're on top of it. I love it. All the amenities that the project show is from Cap Cana. That's exactly right. That's how they market Cap Cana. Be where the celebrities are. Be where the fisherman's village is. Where come down to the marina. It's all walking distance to world famous beaches. Look at this. We have all these amenities inside Cap Cana. Cap Cana is like, if I remember right, it's like 30,000 square kilometers, something like that. It's huge. It's a lot of jungle right now, but they have a long way to go where they can build whatever they want. It's going to be magnificent. It is magnificent. I'm not going to, you guys know I love upscale luxury. I'm not going to lie. That's just the way you always have an appreciation that's higher. You'd rather buy something for 400,000 and it's going to be worth 800,000 to $1 million in 4 years than buy something for 150,000 and it's only going to be worth 300,000, right? If you are looking at it a certain way. If you say, okay, but in order to buy in that price range, that's a lot of money for a lot of people. So only certain people can buy. But all over the world is looking at this because all over the world, upscale luxury celebrities, they want to hang out in Cap Cana. They feel safe there. And it's known to be for the celebrities, the people that make a lot of money. Let's call it what it is. All right, announcement number 1. Okay. Okay, this is weird. Why? Oh, it might have to do with percentages. If you tried to put in percentage, might be certain symbols, which still shouldn't be a thing. I wonder why you couldn't do that. Okay, announcement number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting it in the chat room. And if somebody doesn't know, now you will know. We are going to talk about the Beachfront Java. We're going to talk about the link. It's in the chat room. Make sure you have your live chat on. And now you can see it. Here it is. Here it is. Announcement 1. Everyone can subscribe to get regular shipments of coffee at 10% off. Nice. But after first purchase of any item, not on subscription, SSN members will get 10% off their order for life. Oh my. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You better get your first order in. Get your first order 15%, so you know you'll be locked in for the SSN fam. You get your 10% off for life. I love that. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Professor Auntie Val and Beachfront Java fam. Showing nothing but love here. Get it now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't wait. 5 stars from everybody that's tasted it. I've tasted it. Wife's tasted it. Everybody's tasted it. It's lovely. All right. We have other people that have put in their 5-star rating, and on their website, they can put in the 5-star. Now they've expanded to mugs, merchandise, and more coffees, which is awesome. Again, Keurig as well. So there's the first announcement. This is awesome news for everybody. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. We have a second announcement, which this came up weird. Oh, no. No. I love this expansion right here. She has been in the lab thinking, how do you expand a business from coffee? Then you know what comes next. How about tea, ladies and gentlemen? Tea. We love it. We love it. Announcement number 2. Do you like tea? Coming soon, hopefully by end of year. Roaster still testing for best quality. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Some of that healing. Tea is healing, soothing. Depends. I don't know what she is going to cook up, but if it has some of the signatures that she has done with coffee, with the different varieties and blends, unbelievable. We will see what the tea brings. This is exciting. Very, very nice. Oh my goodness. Yes, we like tea. Now, I do drink tea more than I will ever drink coffee, so this is for me. Well, she did make my campfire brew that has chocolate in it, so that's for me too. But the tea is really for me. That's what I like a lot better, quite frankly. All right. So anyhow, you guys saw Juanillo Hills. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually show people because somebody might be interested in Juanillo Hills. Cap Cana. I'm going to bring it out. Let's see if I can find something online. I'm pretty sure I will. Juanillo Beach, Juanillo. Oh, where's Juanillo? Oh, Cap Cana Blue. This is Nestor has this one, so we were going to go with him, but so far I can't. Okay, I'm going to go to Punta Homes. Here we go. 239,000. There we go. 220 for a 1-bedroom. 753 square feet. I mean, they're big. That's what I love about large units. They're pretty big. So let's go look this up, shall we? If you know where to look. It doesn't have to be Dominican Republic. It could be Miami, Brickell. Those properties have doubled in less than 2 years. The Brickell condos that they've made, the Nativo, the 501 residences, where people could have bought. Yes, it was pricey, 300, 400,000 for studios and 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms are like 600,000. Yeah, well, guess what? They're like 900,000 now for those, not the 1 bedrooms or studios, but the studios and the 1 bedrooms are now 600,000, 700,000. I'm just like, this is insane. This is getting out of hand. Everywhere's out of hand. And it's going to get a lot more out of hand once it comes out that the interest rates are going down. Prices are going to go up. It's going to be silly. All right. Look here. Chevys. Okay. I missed my Chevys by the river. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to show it on screen, but it always does some separate screen. Let's see if we can get this up. Here we go. All right. Point to homes. This is Juanillo Hills on a golf course, just to give you a little love. Now, I will say this, up at Larimar, they have lots for $105,000. You can, it's a 450 square meter lot on the golf course. You can build a villa. You have to build a villa by the end of December, at the end of 2025. All right. They want it to coincide with first phase. To build a villa on that lot, you can build something that's going to be like 3,500 square feet easily. And you're going to have to do it now. I mean, it's almost like you want to get it locked down where you're only paying like 125, 150 square meters, which now means that's $400,000, right? So if you wait, it might cost you 200 to 250 square meters. And if you try and build a 3,000 square foot place, now all of a sudden you're at 700,000. So that's the problem with waiting later. Like you go, oh, I'll just wait 3 years from now or 4 years from now. Well, it's going to cost you more per square meter to build later. That's the problem. And when you're trying to build something luxury upscale, then it's cost you even more because it's going to be custom generally. All right. But open floor plans do cost a little less. But look, this is Juanillo Hills. This gives you some of their renderings. It's a pool, like he says, like Blade said. It's a pool, fitness center, and you overlook the golf course, and you're in Cap Cana. You can buy at Atlantida. I have a video on Atlantida as well. The same type pricing, and you have sports courts, amphitheater, 5-star hotel, shopping areas on Atlantida, lazy river, all of that. So, I mean, there's options that you have. Atlantida is by Kathmandu Park, by the way. All right. So that just gives you an idea of what's going on. Here we go. Normal renderings. You really can't, say anything really special about renderings. They all look very nice. But in a year or two, you would probably not have this furniture. You'll have the latest, greatest furniture that came out. And you're going to have your own personal taste. Going to make it look nice, right? Upscale, luxury. That's what you want. I'm recommending do not get these wooden chairs. All right. So this is it in a nutshell. Apparently, this is what they're going to look like. All right. So I don't have nothing bad to say. All right. I don't have anything bad to say. Victor Marrero is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Live stream. Another investor at Cana Rock. And he's over in Puerto Rico now, or no, family's visiting. He says his tagline tonight, hello all, join late, but Victor Marrero, your presence is always appreciated. He has the icon next to his name, and he says, have family from Puerto Rico visiting. ¿Cómo está, mi amigos? All right. Welcome to La Familia. Thank you so much, Victor, for checking in. I understand family from PR. It always got to happen like that, right? And Victor Marrero says from Auntie Val, she says, hi, Victor. Hope it's not too hot there. Scorching here. Really? Scorching here. Okay. Are you down in South Florida? Because if he's in Orlando, then that means it's scorching there as well. Or is he in the PR? I think he means he's in Orlando or Tampa or wherever, somewhere in Central Florida. So we will see. Hi, Auntie Val, all good. Tomorrow, taking my family to Margaritaville. Oh, my special event at Margaritaville. And are you in DR or are you in Orlando going to the Margaritaville? In case you don't know what Margaritaville is, ladies and gentlemen, it is all inclusive or not, but most people have a band, all inclusive, whatever the case may be. They are built like Larimar. This is why this is so special. Victor Marrero knows what's going to happen at Larimar. He knows what's going to happen at Vista Cana. He knows what likely could happen at Cana Rock because Cana Rock said, hey, wait a minute, we better bring in some commercial zones around here. We better bring in something extra. So if they do the playbook, Margaritaville has the playbook. You guys don't have to make guesses what's going to happen. In a place that has high tourism, if you have a lot of amenities and you have your own shopping, your own amenities, your own highly rated location, then the value goes up. You're able to rent more and you own miles. So like, for instance, Larimar, their boardwalk, when they finish, is going to be 1.8 miles long. Now, Margaritaville can't say their boardwalk is 1.8 miles long, but Margaritaville, they can say they have 1.8 miles worth of area. They definitely do. And they have shopping. They have restaurants. They have bars. They have water park. They have a lot of stuff there. And that's why they can get the high prices. And they have an HOA that takes care of owners who rent out. That's for sure. That's pretty awesome. And they maintain a high level of trying to be close to a upscale luxury location. They do a great job. They're a brand. All right. They even have Margaritaville cruises now. This is crazy. So that's what's going to happen when you talk about Cap Cana. Cap Cana also is building their own community inside of Cap Cana. That's how they're able to keep up the value. Vista Cana, same thing. Cruise on land, same thing. Downtown, that's what we're hoping the beach does because they have the beach. Why not make that place awesome? Right? And so any Atlantida, same thing. Oceana, same thing. These are all in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic area. Del Mar, down in Bahia Beach, they've already started building. That's looking awfully nice with amenities. So again, that's what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going to happen. All right, let's see what we got. Victor Marrero, hi, Auntie Val, all good. Tomorrow, taking my family to Margaritaville. Exactly. Margaritaville is the footprint. If you're thinking, look, Margaritaville did the same thing that Larimar's doing, that Cruise on Land's doing, that Cap Cana has been doing. They picked their area. They bought up an area and they said, hey, we're going to have all of these amenities right here. And when people stay at Margaritaville, they're loving it. They're like, hey, we're going to go down here to the Sunset Walk area. We're just walking up the street and we don't even care if it's not up the street. We'll take the extra 100, 200 yards to walk down there because look at all this stuff around here. This is awesome. And then they design buildings differently. So that keeps everybody's excitement. I mean, it's a beautiful way that they put it together and they're still adding more. That's how crazy this is. This is why mega projects and mega areas that do upscale or luxury or upper middle income, let's say, they appreciate higher, get higher rents. And so whether you live there or whether you rent out, you win. That's what we're trying to get you guys in right now, into the cool projects while everybody's sitting there going, nah, it's not going to happen. Charles is in the house. Another emerging millionaire is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon he has next to his name. And he says his tagline, hi, happy Monday, Friday. Exactly. George's Charles, we got some news for you. You're going to like this. There's some villas coming out. There's villas coming out that are like $250 to $300 a square meter. Congratulations. Like I told you, it's not going to take but 2 years, man. 2 years. That's it. Not going to take. And the reason why he gets congratulations, he owns it Primavera 4. They're building their own man-made beach. They have a basketball court. They have soccer fields, secure gated. They have a restaurant and bar area also. So keep that in mind. And he was able to possibly, and I think the price was, and people, you might be, well, I think the prices went up, but can you believe somebody could buy a 2,600 square foot place for 260? Them days are gone. You can't buy a 2,600 square foot place for 260K, 270K anymore. My man has won big time because in about a year and a half, he's already going to be at $200 a square meter. It's already there. So you tell me, we're talking over $500,000. So congratulations on making that decision. And then he owns in other locations, and those locations are going to be double as well. So people were saying, Eric, how's it going to be worth $1 million? It's going to be worth $1 million. All his projects together are going to be worth more than $1 million, actually. And he's tied the record with a few other people on how many units they have there. And so all of his units combined are going to be like somewhere like 1.2 to 1.5 mil in the next 2 years. This is how crazy, 2.5 years. This is how crazy it's going to be. 2024 and 2025. In case you don't understand why I talk about Dominican Republic, there's a reason. Tourist records. All of Latin America, they have the most tourists. They're breaking their own records. So again, that's why I talk about it a lot. All right. In Punta Cana. Yes, in Punta Cana. It's getting out of control. It's out of control. It's hot here in Tampa also. 97 degrees today. But you guys know how it is in the summertime in Florida. You know what it is. We're certainly jumping in the water tomorrow. Nothing wrong with the pool bar. Too hot to be out. Exactly. Victor Morel's favorite, right? He likes that sitting up, swim up pools because that's one of those things that's on the boardwalk at Larimar, right? He spotted that one right away. He's like, wait a minute. Is that a swim up bar in the pool on the boardwalk? Yes, it is. How sweet is that? Very nice to hear that. You got to stay in the water when it's 97 degrees with humidity. It's not like 97 degrees and you're in the middle of the desert. This is with humidity. That's crazy. Man, and then in Texas, it's getting even worse. How crazy is this weather? Man. But what I do love is who's ever in the DR or in Puerto Rico and all that, this is one of the favorite things. The islands. It's 85, 86 degrees with a little breeze. And yes, it's humid, but man, 85, 86 right now at night on the island is what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty sure that's the temperature in PR, Puerto Rico, or DR. Anywhere out there, Jamaica, it doesn't matter. Bahamas, that's the weather, and I love that type of weather because that's cool at nighttime. That the sun's not out. It's the water. If you're by the water, it's beautiful. So, yes, like Professor Auntie Val said, oh, yeah, exactly. The fam should have a very, very nice day with inside Margaritaville. That's the place to be, water park and all. That's the place to be. So, yes, George's Charles, it is true. I'm trying to think of the project where the villas came up and they're like $300 a square meter. But I think it was in a nice place. But that doesn't mean anything. That just means yours isn't 300. Who cares? If it's 200, you've already doubled in value. That's all you care about. And you can't build villas in DR anymore. Well, in a project for less than 200 a square meter anymore. So there you go. So timing matters when we deal with real estate investing. Your time is not up still, ladies and gentlemen. Your time will be up when it triggers over. When you go from $200 a square meter and it goes to $300 a square meter for everything, that's where a problem is going to occur. And that's going to be next year, because right now we're at 150 to 200, depending on which project. What I mean is you can have a one bedroom that's only 700 square feet, and you're going to pay roughly 94,000 at Larimar, for instance. You're going to pay 79,000 or 99,000 at Seven Palms and Vista Cana. So that gives you an idea, right? Those are both 600 square feet, 550 to 600 square feet for one bedrooms. So we're almost at 200, but not quite. We're like 150 to 175. Next year, it's going to be at 200. So those one bedrooms are going to be 120, 125, 130. But 2 years from now we're going to be in a whole different atmosphere, because it's going to be $300 a square meter. So now those things are going to be 180 to 200,000. And you could buy them for 90, 95, 94, 99. And now you're going to be 300, 180, 190, 200, 220. It's going to be crazy. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do real estate investing. And this applies almost, well, not in every location, because you have to do research. You have to know how many tourists are coming. We had somebody, since George's Charles is talking and he's here, we had somebody looking at Costa Rica. And nothing wrong with Costa Rica, right? Or Belize or anywhere else, because the value is based on, there's only a limited number. It's not like there's a lot of places to stay, and you can get a large place, but you might have to spend 400, 500, 600,000. But there's not a tenth of the tourists that you have for the DR. Now, there's a difference though. Down there, there's less tourists. That's the appeal of the place. So people say, okay, I'm going to come down here, stay in this nice little villa, and it's going to cost, whatever, 600 per night. Yes, I'm in a small city by the water, but people live with that because that's a nice vacation as well, right? So it all depends on what you're trying to do. So the world is your oyster. Is your time up from stock and real estate investing? No, your time's not up. Your time is going to be up in about 3 years after they reduce the interest rates. And then in 2 to 3 years, real estate prices go sky high. Hardly anybody can afford it. And you'll be just like everybody else who bought in when the interest rates were lower, and your property of value increased in value. You'll be fine. Everybody wins. All right. So just get to the story, end of the story. Starts at the beginning. Find a location. Once again, George's Charles. We have properties. In case you just joined us, I actually played a 3-minute video so people understand what Larimar is. The price is going up in July 2.5%. And every 3 months thereafter, prices in Larimar City and Resort go up 2.5%. All right. And I'm going to talk to some of you who are going, Eric, I can't buy real estate because my credit's messed up. Hold on. We got something for you. All right. This is 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. For all those people that don't know where Larimar is, it's in Verone area of Punta Cana on a ridge. And this boardwalk that you're about to see, ultimately in 5-6 years from now, will be 3 kilometers, which is equal to 1.8 miles. They plan on having 5-star hotels, and 5-star hotels have their own area that they'll have their own beach club. There's going to be tiers on the boardwalk. There's going to be a level that's going to be the owner's level. Owners of Larimar will get to go on the owner's level, and they can also go on, get this, the tourists, the residence level that can pay to go into the beach club. That's right. We have an ecosystem, a beach club, and wait till you see what the beach club is going to look like, because pools, cabanas, waterfalls, restaurants, bars, pubs are all going to be on this boardwalk. This is spectacular, and I think the value is going to surpass some locations in When we start talking about $300, $400 a square meter, I think that's where we're going to be at in 2 years. That's what I believe. We're going to find out if I'm right. But check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's renderings. That's Larimar City and Resort. That was Horizon View project. They're going to have multiples. They have villas, they have condos, they have different looks and different projects. The Horizon View project is going to be the gem of Larimar project. That's according to the National Sales Director, North American and Latin, I guess we would call it, Danny Malky. He'll be on in a couple of weeks. We'll have him back with the latest update. And that update's going to probably include prices are 2.5% up. That's what's going to happen. So that gives you an idea why I'm excited. And a lot of people here are excited. We already have some owners. If you want to buy at Larimar, down below in the description, go see Buy at Larimar. Get Gwen's phone number. That's his WhatsApp. Hit him up. Lock your price in now, because after they raise it up, you missed out. If it's 100, if it's 90,000, you're going to miss out if the one bedroom's 94,000, then 2.5 is almost another 2,000. So you're going to be spending 96. Some people may say, well, that's no big deal. Well, fine. It's not really, but I'm saying why pay extra if you don't have to? And then if you have a 2-bedroom, that's potentially 140. Now 2.5 is 2,500. You're talking about almost another $4,000 on top of the price just because you waited an extra week or two or something. And then if we're talking about the penthouse units, 324,000, which is incredible after you see the prices for Juanillo Hills. The penthouse units, 324,000 for the ones on the side, and then 346,000. Now you're talking about almost another $9,000-10,000, which some people, again, they may say that's no big deal, but it adds up, because now it's another 10,000 the next time they increase the price, and another 10,000. So you would be $30,000 ahead if you bought before they raised the price this time. You'd have 10,000 in equity at least. And remember, they have 2.5 years for that first phase. You'd be in the first phase. So you'd be one of the first people to be able to rent at Larimar with 0.6 of a kilometer of the boardwalk done. And if you want to have a business at Larimar, I do. The businesses are on the boardwalk. Yes, on the levels. It's sweet. I love it. Leasing the property and beach clubs, that gives us HOA for the owners. That minimizes our HOA fees because the project is generating revenue. The casino is going to be there, leasing the hotel space. I don't think they're going to sell the hotel space, but that'll be, I'll have to ask Danny about that. So that's what's going to happen here. I have to talk about this project. I'm in love with it, of course. Vista Cana, I'm in love with. I'm in love with all of the projects, quite frankly. It can be in Las Semanas. It can be in Las Terranas. It can be in Samana or Las Terranas, or it could be in Sosua. It could be in Cabarete. It could be down in Santo Domingo. It does not matter. Now is the time. Tourists are coming. Tourists are coming. The tourists are coming, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And if anybody missed out, hold on here. Let's see what this is. I just got sent something that's very, very interesting. Oh, speaking of that, owner financing is available at Sabana. That's inside Vista Cana. If you're not familiar with Vista Cana, it's a gated community, and then they have other communities that are gated inside of that. Man-made beaches, saltwater man-made bushes, a freshwater fishing lake, 2 saltwater man-made beaches, fishing lake, freshwater, sports complex, 9-hole executive golf course that they have lights so you can play at night, equestrian center for horses, a walking trail, a biking trail. What else? A beach club at both of the 2 saltwater man-made lakes. Vista Cana Beach Club is being built as we speak. It's almost done, quite frankly. The second lake they're going to be building now, that's going to have the Vista Cana Clubhouse, which is also going to be on the lake. Pretty sweet. So this is just for starters. And I haven't even said everything. They have a shopping zone. They have a church. They have all that on the property at Vista Cana. And your gated community might have their own amenities, like at Sabana, like at Riviera Costeño. Go see Nestor. He handles our Vista Cana properties now over there. Talk to him. His link is down below. And so property values are still great, whether it's condos or villas. Sabana, owner financing, 9.7%, which is kind of high, but for overseas, not high. 8 years, 8-year payment. They're in pre-construction, and you put down 10. He got a contract for 10% down. So you can put 10% down, and this is for the condos. The condos, $237,000 is the most expensive condo at Sabana. Sabana is equestrian residences and condos now, and 3-bedroom condo is $237,000. And at Sabana, not only do they have the stables, equestrian center, and all that, horseback riding, they also have a clubhouse. That clubhouse has a little cafe, bar, 2 levels, co-working spaces or lounge area, 2 pools, 1 pool at each end of the building. And I'm probably missing something else, but anyhow, that's their clubhouse they put inside their gates. And you still have horseback riding, equestrian lessons, horse trails. It's beautiful, right? Owner financing. There's another property they're doing owner financing for, but He didn't tell us on Wednesday, so maybe next week he'll tell us. All right. There's a second property that does owner financing. Oh, he did tell us actually. That was at Serenissima in Cana. The upscale luxury condos where MLB players are hanging out because they're building these things like 3,000 square feet, 3,300 square feet on the marina in Cana. They are priced accordingly, but they do owner financing there. But there, you have to do 50% down. I believe it was 50, maybe it was 40. But if you're interested, go check out the video with me and Nestor, live streamed it. I put down the replay earlier today, or yesterday rather, so you can check it out. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got great news. Great news. I'm gonna share this. Somebody, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they are buying something at Vista Cana, and the bank approved their loan for 50%. Okay, which is of the contracted value. However, an appraisal is still required. That's what I want to know. I can't remember the unit size that they got. That's what I want to know. So whatever's on your contract is what the bank is actually going by. All right. Now, I will, for other people, find out who they went through, because I don't think I have the bank that they went through. Developers are doing some final work around the area to make the property at least 95% complete before I can actually get the green light, which is right. Now, apart from that, the day I'm required to pay 50% is September 5th. What? 50%? I don't understand. What do you think is the best way to start? Okay. The rest I won't talk about. But I need to find out that bank, right? I probably have it here, but this is great news because we've been talking. Another member has purchased inside Vista Cana. And so, in fact, let me show people what the sports complex is going to look like inside Vista Cana. I believe this is it. Let me see. This is weird. Sports complex rendering. Huh. Let's see. Something new. That pretty special or what? That's inside Vista Cana. All owners get to use it. Doesn't cost any extra. Sports bar. You saw it all. Soccer field with stands, a little area where people can congregate. You saw the tennis courts, which means tennis lessons. Beautiful. You saw pickleball. You saw the skate park. You saw the seating areas. You saw the pool there as well. How cool is that? That's just the tip of the iceberg at Vista Cana. So when we start talking about Riviera Castagna, where you can still get a 2-bedroom, 1,000 square feet for 178,000, you should jump on that if you want to stay in Vista Cana. If you like a 1-bedroom, I would recommend getting something a little larger if you can. But how would you like to have a swim up 1-bedroom at Riviera Castagna that's 130,000? That's pretty sweet, right? How about a 1-bedroom across the street from the second man-made beach for 99,000? That's pretty good. These prices are great right now, but the more they build Vista Cana, that's crazy. Victor Morrell says, good point. The project has to be completed a certain percentage before they approve you for a loan. Yes, it's for the bank's protection. This is very, very true. He says, whoa, that's a city. Exactly. Exactly. They're doing the Margaritaville playbook. I'm not mad. I love what they're doing out there at Vista Cana. That's why it's my number 2 rated spot is Vista Cana. Number 1 rated spot is Larimar. And what I mean is number 1 rated project rating. Number 2 is Larimar. All right. Now, when we talk about top 5 investment areas, where we're saying where your business and real estate or any business, it could be transportation business, it could be cleaning business, because you have so many new properties coming online. A person that's going to do cleanup is going to clean up money wise, because there's thousands of units are going to be online over the next 2 years. You're not going to have enough maids available. All right, let's get real. So that's what's going to end up happening. So you have all this, a storage unit that I'm still searching for, trying to get some land for storage. They're acting crazy out there now. These guys are going, oh yeah, for an acre, I want $1.5 million or something crazy. Just like, what are you saying? It doesn't even compute. I'm sorry, that doesn't compute. Things are getting out of hand because they know what the value is. They can sell acres and have somebody build like a 40-unit apartment complex, charge people $120,000, $150,000, and that acreage now is worth $1 million or more. That's what they're looking at now. They understand the numbers. So that's the problem that we're running into. Sheesh. Thought it was still early. It still is. I don't think we're out of time yet. I might have to go out to where I should be going out to. I should be going out to Verone, right? To the jungle, buying up some cheap land way out there. So there you go. What about land for a parking lot? There you go, Brian P. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. In any city that's growing, parking is going to be a problem. And especially in Punta Cana area, it's going to be a problem. When you come downtown, where are you going to park? Nobody's going to come downtown. What I mean is, nobody's going to bring a car downtown. You're going to be looking for transportation, because where are you going to park at? Everything is almost like it's kind of weird. Just like if you go to Coco Bongo right now, where are you going to park? When it's right now, Friday night, and they have thousands of people downtown, people are getting dropped off. Literally, there's nowhere to park, which is very interesting. And I saw in their development plans, they didn't put any parking garages up. So this is going to be very, very interesting how this is all going to play out. Maybe it's commuter services, transportation services, drop off, just like kind of what's happening now. So who knows? But there goes a business opportunity, parking lot. One hell of a business opportunity. It's going to come in handy. But downtown would be my choice. But or or close to it. But that property is being bought up because it's valuable. 4 or 5 years back, it would have been a better scenario. But right now, it's very, very hard. All right. But that's another great idea, though. And that could also be in play at a lot of places around the world, right? So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Stock and real estate investing ideas. He just gave a great one. Storage, parking, transportation, cleanup. Those are things that are going to be needed, because if you go from 10 units to 100 to 1,000, there's only so many bodies that'll be able to do cleanup, pick up, and do all that kind of thing. So that means there's a new business that can come in town and take some of that burden off of the area. And then there'll be a saturation, of course, but who's first, who gets the most clients, you generally are going to be able to survive the most, because you're already going to have your hundreds of clients potentially, and you would be able to expand cheaply versus coming in 5 years later where there's already 100 companies. Now you're fighting for customers unfortunately, that might cost you more money. Cost of acquisition might be a lot more. It will be a lot more than it is today or next week or next month. Just keep all these things in mind. That's part of investing, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we do here. Keep you on point, keep you on the spot. All right. So we're going to wrap this up here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to think. I'm going to play another video. Let me see which one we're going to play here. I don't even know what this is. It won't be Larimar. Got a few. So it looks like it's just going to be SSN Lifestyle. And which one shall we do? Okay. I think we will do some fun. Some place that doesn't exist anymore for the fun and games. Why don't we go there? Okay, here, we'll go here.
I don't know. He's got a good shot.
A lot of competition, though.
The guy can play, but we all showed up to dethrone him this year. But I brought him something, courtesy of Poker 101A. This is his jersey, and then we're going to auction one off.
Oh, sweet.
So he's got another one.
Great.
All right?
Very
We got
nice.
some heavyweights here.
It's all right. You can hold your own.
David Devilfish Juliet. You know, I'm here. Phil Ivey might even be here. I mean, we have heavyweights here tonight. So us little guys, we're going to have to do something serious.
Here he is, the man of the hour, Don Cheadle. Last year's tournament winner, arriving to defend his title.
Gentlemen, yes, another lifetime. That's right. Have stages in life. Get to have a little bit of fun. And in case you're new here, yes, I used to play poker with the big boys. I'd be at World Series of Poker right now in Las Vegas if I was still doing the damn thing. But hey, the guys got a lot better. More people, and more people have skills. So at one time I was very, very good. And then now there's so many people that are very, very good. And so your ROI, return on investment, goes down. Because remember, you're an independent operator, right? You're using your bankroll, your money. You don't have anybody. I mean, well, if you want to stay free, you don't have loans. You're not owe people money. That's where, you get in trouble. But you have to manage your money. And when people get a lot better than when you first started out, it's time to say, you know what, you guys, you're good. But I'm not going to sit here and try and beat you all the time. And it started getting a little slimmer. So we said, hey, you know what? I got to spend a lot of hours playing this game. I don't have to. That was the thing. It was fun while it lasted. So anyhow, Playboy Mansion, one of the parties back in the day. And there for a little poker event, by the way, that time. So have a little fun. And let me see. Should I get Cheadle? That'd be awesome. Let me get Cheadle on the show. Let me see if he'll come on, right? That would blow people away. In fact, I might try and do that. Haven't had any special guests on that people know. I had a few artists on. I've had a few other people on, but maybe I should have Don Cheadle on. See if he'll come on the show and see if we can talk for a few minutes. That'd be awesome. All right, let's find out, right? If anybody has anything else to talk about tonight, please let me know. Just know this: stock and real estate investing ideas, whatever ideas you have, is your time up? It's not up. All right. You can always invest in these two places. These are assets. They make you money. All right. That's what you have to think about going forward. Do not think for the next 10, 15, another lifetime, 10, 15, 20 years. You want to acquire assets that pay you. That's it. That's it. Don't play around. That's what your goal is right here. So when Brian P is asking about the 10,000, the reason why I would have normally said if there was any way we can get a return of $10,000 and get like $4,000 back, that would be crazy. That's 40% return. That's scam territories. That's not possible generally. So if I had 10,000 and I know somebody that'll take 10,000 from me and I'm in business with them, and that business gives me 4,000 or 5,000 because I'm partnership with them annually, now I would do that versus paying off the car, because then I'll just take the money from that and pay off the car, but I still have ownership in an asset. Because once the car is paid off, I still have money coming in every month and don't have to do anything. That's beautiful, right? Which I forgot to mention, Brian P. That would be an option for you. If you want to be a shark, you invest in a company, and then if the profits are going to be something nice, you get a percentage of it. Maybe you get 3,000 a year or something like that. Then I would probably take it, because you have your job still that you're normally using the 489 to pay for the thing. So if somebody pays $300, that means you only pay 189. So that means the extra from your job, you win, right? So you're allocating 489 right now. Money comes in, is paying 300. Let's say you did a partnership of something. So now you don't mind because you're not working for the 300. You're only working for the 189. So you actually increased disposable income of $300. Beautiful work if you can find it, right? So that's what we're looking for. When we're doing investments, we're thinking like a shark. You want to be the emerging millionaire? You have to think like a shark. You got to get assets. So this is my last word for the night, and I'm going to let everybody go. These assets that you buy, the reason why it's going to be significant is because overwhelmingly, the way America is shifting, they are trying to make it where it's an oligarch. It already kind of is, but now you start having an overwhelmingly amount of people that do not have assets, are not in the stock market, who do not have real estate. And when you have top 10% of the population that controls 70% of the wealth in America, you guys are, I've said this many times, you have 10%. Okay, there's 350 million, let's say, Americans. 35 million Americans, the top 10% of the wealthiest, own as much 70% of what the other 315 million people own. So 315 million own only 30% of all the wealth in America. That's a problem, because any increase in value of assets, the top 10 percenters, by correlating the actual number, the dollar amount, since they already own 70%, if they get, let's say, $100 million increase in their asset value, that kills the people that only own 30%. You have to do 300%, 3 times the number just to catch them to make it even. So you got to make 300 million. You're not going to make 300 million because you didn't have the assets that appreciate in value. You need those assets that appreciate in value and give you a return on your money. That's what you need. Those are the golden rules from now on, because it's not going to be 70% after this next blow up, because they own 70%. After they reduce the interest rates and property values go up, stock market goes up, their wealth is going to increase who knows how much. Meanwhile, the bottom 30% of the wealthiest, you're not going to increase because you don't hold the assets. That's why you got to do it now. You can't let this continue. This is happening around the world. It's not just in America, but that's what I want you guys to know. All right. So that's it. I need some things like, yeah, that's it. Where would I start to find that? Brian P. Brian P. Go to LoopNet. Look for restaurants, businesses, hotels. LoopNet.com. That's a good start because it's free. Crexi, Crexi. There's all kind of businesses and well, you can't do hotels and stuff, but that's where you can start. Or you want to know what's funny? Go check out Craigslist. Look up businesses for sale or partnerships or whatever. You'll find businesses are there saying, hey, give me X amount of money. I'll do this. You are an investor at this point. You have to act like a shark. You go in there and say, hey, how much you guys making? What do you want? What's my percentage? You're sitting there, and how much are you getting in return? An investor always wants a return on their money. You're not giving somebody money and say, oh, it's a startup. You don't want to do that. You want to give them money, and you automatically know. They say, yeah, we made $300,000 this year. If you put 10% in, we're going to give you $30,000, $3,000 a month or whatever. I'm just giving you an example, but that's what you're looking for. As an investor, you need to get a return on your money. Sure, you can take flyers like what we do with crypto and try to do businesses with crypto and take a flyer. If it works, oh, everything's going to be lovely. If it doesn't, it's a crash and burn. You don't want to do anything like that. You want to take 10,000 and for sure have a return. If you say, hey, Eric, I'm going to do 10,000, I'm going to take 15% through the stock market. Okay, that's a nice thing, but that's $1,500. Sure. That's $120 a month that you're always going to get for the rest of your life. Or you could just say, hey, I'm going to get 120 a month, reinvest it. So then that adds over well, actually that's 1,700, quite frankly. But anyhow, 10,000 at 15% is 150. But if you reinvest it, then actually you get more than 150 a month, because your next month it might add an extra $2 or something like that. And the next month it's an extra $2. It might be something along those lines. In the case of a $10 stock and you're able to add $120, you get 12 more shares. So 12 more shares at 60 cents. Now all of a sudden you're at $6 and so now you're getting $7 that month. So now you have, in the following month, you have another 12 shares. So, and then the following month, you have another 12 shares, more than that, because now you've added 24 shares. So now all of a sudden you're getting an extra $12 per month on top. So exponentially it grows. So that's one way you could look at it if you're willing to say, okay, I'm going to put my money in the stock market, and then I'm going to take that $120 I get every month and reinvest it. Then at the end of the year, you've added roughly another almost $100 a month additional. I mean, $100. Yeah, it'll be $100 per month additional because you've added $6 on top. So just giving you some ideas for thought, because actually it adds up fast. You'll be shocked because you'll be like, wait a minute, I'm buying like 10 to 12 shares every month by reinvesting. Now I receive dividends on those 10 to 12 shares. So at the end of the year, you've added 120 shares. And if those 120 shares equal, it's not $6, it's going to be 70 some cents, right? But nonetheless, you get an idea of what I'm trying to talk about. Hopefully people understand. I was kind of going around, but it's all in my head. Can't put it to the words coming out of my mouth sometimes don't make sense, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Where would I start to find that? Okay, and by the way, Craigslist, it's kind of funny. I looked in there sometimes for business stuff, but you can go to LoopNet, you can go several places, things will pop up. Um, businesses, oh God, I haven't looked up businesses for a while. I'm trying to think. There's a place you can always Google businesses for sale, and you'll see it come up. I can't remember the website, but anyhow, that's just opportunities. But all I'm saying is, if I can get 15% annually, which there are some stocks you can get, and that means I get $1,500 per month. That's 1,200. Uh, uh, what is that? 15, 50? No, that's 17. So that gives me $1,700, right? So I keep thinking 15,000, but 10,000 gives me 1,500, which gives me $1,200, $120 a month. Reinvest it, it ends up being more than 120. So all I'm saying. And then I'm still got my 489, but now at the end of 1 year or 2 years, maybe I'll just take out the 250 every month. And now I'm just paying my car note 250 out of my money. So there's options. Just look at it, think of it that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to wrap it up. This is the longest one we've had in a while. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Victor Marrero and family, thank you for coming in. And never mind about the late part. You're never late. Whenever you show up, that just makes it a brighter day. So I thank you so much for being here. Jawway J, thank you so much for becoming a new member of the channel. SSN Nation fam, we got to unite because Beachfront Java, get your 15% off up until around July 4th. And then once you're in, you use the link. Let me put the link back in the chat room so everybody can go over there and order right now. She's claiming announcement number 1. She's giving us love, ladies and gentlemen. Go down and make sure you get that lifetime 10% off. That's right. Is that pretty sweet? Here's the link right here. Here's the link, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get that link and use it. Go order right now. Show some love for Professor Antival and their Beachfront Java venture. She's bringing on tea. Victor Morel, she's bringing on tea later on at the end of the year. That's what she's slating it for, which is pretty awesome. She's expanding, got the merch, got the tea, got the new beans, got the fine, got the drip ground. All is beautiful this way. I love it. So we got to show some support, but get that 10% off because that was announcement number 1. And I'm going to actually put it on the screen. For some reason, it wouldn't allow her to put this out. I don't know why, but I have a feeling it must have been the percentage sign, but that shouldn't have been. Here's announcement number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Just for you. Go show some love. I gave you the link in the chat room. All right. Oh, that's another link. Hold on. That's not the link I wanted. But I guess you could use it. Let me do it. That was for the other fam. Hold on. How did that happen? That's interesting. I know I was working on, oh no, that might be the link. I think we're good. Let me go check it out just in case. Let me put in another link. Oh yeah, that's the right link. Cool. All right. Announcement number 1. You guys see it. All right. SSN fam, you guys see it. Everyone can subscribe to get regular shipments of coffee at 10% off. But after first purchase of any item, not on subscription, SSN Nation members will get 10% off their order for life. There you go. So not only can you get your 15% off right now, I hope that you will get your, from then on, it's 10% off. I hope it goes that way. Or she will tell us later on another live stream, hopefully. But everybody, have a great weekend. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for your support. I found out when the anniversary is, thanks to YouTube sending up happy anniversary. June 28th, 2018, apparently I dropped the first video. Back in the day, when I first started, I never really thought too much about it. I just dropped a video. Then 3 to 5 days later, I dropped another video. And it was like 3 to 5 days. I was just doing it whenever I felt like it, kind of. And then all of a sudden, it was about 6 months, 7 months in, and I got an email from YouTube talking about, congratulations, you were monetized. I was like, hold on, what's this mean? I didn't even, because I wasn't thinking, I wasn't doing it for monetization or anything. And I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. And so that's when I was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, a flood more people came into the spaces, right? After the pandemic and all that. But again, I want to thank everybody for your support over all these years. It's been 5 years. It went by so fast. Seems just like yesterday, but I know it hasn't been. All right. Lots of changes have happened in 5 years. But nonetheless, thank you so much, everybody, for your support, the love, the support, everything. And if you ever need anything, you always know how to hit me up at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. And I'll give you some answers. All right. If you need any help with anything, any suggestions, anything. All right. That would be awesome. Hopefully, I'll see you on Monday night live. So that's at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Auntie Val, correct. And everyone that has already bought are in the club now. Thank you so much for that. Nothing but love here from Professor Auntie Val and family for the Beachfront Java brand. Go show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Order, get your 15% off, and you will be in the club. 10% off for life. I love it. I love it. I love the club scenario. I love that. And remember, I believe the 15% off using the link in the chat room expires July 4th. Get your order now. Free shipping. Don't delay. Premium blend. And we'll talk about it on Monday. And I'll go to the website and see what's been added because she blew it up. All kind of coffees available. So on Monday, right before it expires, you'll have another chance. Get your 15% off. Be in the club. Get 10% off for life. She has the Keurig. She has the fine ground for espresso. The premium beans. So that's pretty good. Drip ground. All of that. And tea is coming at the end of the year. So this is going to be very awesome. And we're going to ride along with her, ladies and gentlemen, because that's how special this is going to be. And thanks again, Jaway J, for making the move to become a member of the channel. I greatly appreciate that. As you know, thank you so much for that financial support. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, just always remember to stay out of trouble out here because it's a dangerous place. And make sure you check your backgrounds, right? Make sure you check everything. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.